Yo, it's Dark Souls.
All right, thanks.
Yo, it's 60 frames per second.
Yeah, this looks good. Not.
Thanks for joining us.
This looks good. Well, never mind. This looks bad.
Ah, this looks amazing. Look. Yeah.
What's up with your neck?
Look, the skin loses elasticity.
Sure.
As you age.
Like a turkey.
It becomes a little loose and wrinkly. It happens to everybody. Okay, look. Dark Souls Remastered. They remastered it. Dark Souls.
Yeah,
Here
finally.
it is. It's $40. It runs,
Makes sense.
Yeah. It's $20 on PC if you own the original PC version. Which is nice, because originally they did not announce a discount for existing owners of Dark Souls.
Sure.
But they relented.
Oh, look at that blood stain.
Let's see what happened here.
That looks good.
Oops. All right, shortcut. Okay. I want to see somebody die. There we go.
There we go. They're trying the shortcut. I don't think his fight went up.
Still Dark Souls.
Yeah.
It's kind of the beginning and the end of this. It's still Dark Souls.
There's that. Oh, you're on that bridge with that dragon.
Yep,
that I just shot all those arrows at.
In fact, the first like kind of specter that I saw in this entire game was standing still, shooting arrows into that tail.
Yep. As
I ran by. So definitely still Dark Souls. This is the PS4 version.
Okay. This is coming to
that could have
like
been better.
Everything.
Yeah, it's out on Xbox One, PC, and PS4 now. The Switch version, it's weird. It got announced first for Switch, like they were kind of leading on Switch, because I mean, yeah, like hey, it's portable Dark Souls. That's pretty cool. But then they delayed the Switch version.
Right.
So.
And you said it's going to be 30 FPS.
Yeah, it's like 30 FPS on Switch, and
as long as it's a consistent 30, that's fine for me.
Yeah, sure. That's what the original game was. It's not the end of the world, and being able to take Dark Souls with you is pretty cool. But
I can get really mad on the bus. I can get really mad on the train.
Can't imagine playing that game in public. Okay, really don't want to embarrass myself with these rats.
It's just rats.
They're just rats, but there's a lot of them, and they poison you very quickly. It turns out.
It's almost like you're speaking from experience.
Also, I have like a not great weapon right now. Not loving this axe. Okay. This game has the best soul-getting noise.
Yes.
I'm gonna say with authority. Having played every Souls. And Souls-like. There's one more rat here.
I like the one in Neo a little bit.
Oh, does it?
It's very similar.
Have literally a sound as you get souls?
Yeah.
What is their soul stand-in called?
Oh, that's a great question.
Like what is it, like Bloodborne? It's blood echoes, right?
Right.
This thing seems really good. I mean, I looked at the old Digital Foundry to really get the breakdown. It seems like they touched up some of the textures, but not all.
Sure.
But they have apparently done a ton of work to the lighting. Like, everything from like the kind of little light source coming off your character to like smoke and fog and particle effects and all kinds of other dynamic lights and stuff. Like apparently that's where the big improvement is, which is nice. Like I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh God, I think this might be controversial.
Okay.
I think these games have gotten easier over time.
Really?
Yeah. I feel like this game is unforgiving in a way that 2 and especially 3 were not.
Oh, you mean like, I see. Each sequel was easier.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay.
Like, also, I really missed this. I really missed this.
Yeah. Oh man, that's good.
I
thought you were saying like, these games kind of shifted a lot of games into harder difficulty. Like,
yeah, no, I mean this series in particular, I feel like, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just that I've played through this sequence of this game like 5 times in my life already, and I was just getting impatient, but I feel like even the fodder enemies in this are just way less forgiving.
Yeah, they wanted to make a statement. Like Demon Souls, that's the only Souls game I've finished.
Really?
And yeah, that was definitely hard, but in a different way. This to me was more like deliberately hard, like, an enemy will fuck you up.
Yeah, totally. Like I've died to way more of these guys than I would like to admit since this came out. Do it. Do your thing. Come on.
This is how, you know, I saw that.
Ah!
Oh, yeah.
Wait, I have fucking souls I need to get. Fuck off. Oh god.
Should fight that thing.
Nope. I'm out. I mean, maybe in a minute. Holy shit, this is not good at all. Still Dark Souls.
Still Dark Souls.
Ugh. I've got like 2,000 or 3,000 souls up the hill there that I wanted to get. Oh jeez. I mean, that's not that much. I tell myself that's a lot, but it's not really. Are we good? Yeah, I think he leashed. Yeah, I don't know. It's either I am just playing poorly or this game is harder than I remember, and oh jeez. Oh jeez.
He is ready.
That's not good at all. And I think there's a Black Knight up these stairs, if I remember. You said you've never finished this?
No.
How many times did you play through the beginning of it?
I played through the beginning probably 3 times.
Okay, yep, same.
I got to Blight Town, I know for sure, and maybe a little bit past that, but...
Oh, this is really inopportune.
This is one of those, this series for me was always one of those things where if I take more than like a 2-day break... I can't go back.
Really? Wow.
It's like, I feel like I'm relearning it. I don't know, it's what, like, Demon Souls I beat in a weekend with my friend. Like, me and my friend were just, you know, passing it back and forth, kind of watching each other play. Probably Dark Souls 2 is the furthest I've gotten in a Souls game proper.
Really?
Go
ahead.
Which is the one that ends with you fighting the king? Is that 2 or 3?
I know you fight a king.
There's like a big dragon.
This one, I haven't finished any of the Dark Souls games. I finished Demons and Bloodborne, but never any of these games for whatever reason.
There you go.
So I actually don't know.
I got to the boss of one of the Souls, the last boss.
They probably all end with a king of some sort.
There's a big spider.
Shit. Bloodborne has a big spider. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe they all have one of each. Shit.
It honestly could be any fantasy game. There's a big spider and then a king.
Yes. Sounds like a Dark Souls. Good art design in this game.
Yeah.
Still looks nice. Like you could get, you know, 60 FPS on the original PC version with DS Fix and all that stuff, but then you had to worry about physics bugs. Like, I don't know if you know about that stuff, but like it changed the physics on the jumps and the ladders and stuff.
Oh, really?
Because something about the simulation rate. So it wasn't a perfect fix. So like to see them actually have gone in and done all this work to make it play right at 60 FPS is, like, this game deserved it. Like, this game is about as influential as it gets, right?
Totally. As far as modern video games go.
With the hindsight of like the last 7 years now.
Yeah.
Also, it's insane to think this game is 7 years old. But yeah, like look back at like the crazy influence.
Oh, that looks good. Even that stuff, the trees and
yeah. Yeah, I read that like the trees, stuff like that is one of the things they touched up. I mean, it runs at like an upscaled 4K. Mm-hmm. You have a 4K TV.
And it supports all the summoning, all that stuff, like all the multiplayer.
All the multiplayer stuff. Apparently, the PC version is very hackable. Like people are already hacking the shit out of the multiplayer, which is unfortunate.
Yeah. But
that was going to happen, I'm sure. I don't remember where to go here.
I think you can drop behind that guy.
I could have. Shit. All right. This is going to go very poorly. I think I'm pretty close to the next bonfire. Which is good because I have no more flasks. Like, that's one of the things I'm noticing is just how long it takes you to find a second bonfire.
Oh, you can't.
Like, I've got that first one in the Undead Burg, and then that's kind of it right now.
Yeah. You go up.
I totally don't remember. I really thought I would have just, like, breezed through this early part of the game.
I remember dying here a lot for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, the parish is not fun.
What is that message?
Of course.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. Oh, you know, I never talked to, what's the guy's name? Solaire?
Yeah.
I actually haven't talked to him yet. I don't know if that makes a difference or not.
The Switch version is launching with that amiibo, right?
Yeah, I think I just saw the pre-orders for that thing opened up. Okay, what am I missing here?
I think I vaguely remember going down.
So this is currently locked.
Downstairs or something.
I think eventually you open this.
Yeah.
Could poke my head up here, but I'm pretty sure that's a really terrible idea.
God, this game is tense.
It really is.
Yep.
Yeah, let's maybe, don't mind me. Yeah, it took me like 3 tries to beat the Taurus demon, which is kind of embarrassing. Like, the game does not play.
No. The game is very good at teaching you. It's the best. I'm going to teach you by, like, you know, the old stereotype of martial arts movies where, like, the master wants you to do something and then you try and do it and he hits you. Slaps you.
Totally.
This game is that.
Definitely.
It's very good at teaching you through killing you over and over again, just forcing you to adapt to its mechanics rather than having a tutorial, like an in-depth tutorial. It's just like, hey, here's all the ways you can die, and it's gonna happen over and over again until you figure your shit out.
Learning through suffering. Man, this is a bummer if I don't remember where to go. I'll check in with old Solaire and see if that does anything. Can I get this guy to breathe? This could go very poorly. Nothing? Oh, come on. I forget, do you have to run all the way out there to trigger that?
I think you have to get like halfway.
I don't think that's a good idea.
No.
So yeah, they haven't done a lot. I mean, obviously, like the graphical touch-up stuff, like I said. The only thing here I've noticed that I really enjoy is the UI scale stuff.
Oh, great.
Like, this is the actual UI size when you start.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It's kind of big. I mean, they've redone all the art, or they've got higher res versions of all these icons and such in here. Like, it looks fine, but it's kind of big. I imagine that is extra handy on a 4K TV.
Sure.
But, yeah, you can make it real small if you want. In between. Quality of life.
Yes.
Hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn.
Now that I'm undead, figured why not spend my time
You find that strange?
hanging out in hell.
It's so weird to go through the beginning of this game, like having maybe not an understanding of the lore, but like sort of, you know, like being able to kind of glimpse an understanding
like
of it.
Recognize names.
Yeah, well, yeah, and like Vinny got super deep into the lore of this game at one point and like tried to tell me a bunch of stuff about it that I vaguely half remember. So I feel like I can almost piece the story together, or at least what they're going for.
Sure.
As opposed to like when it came out, you just sort of like snorted at the whole thing. It's just like, this makes no sense. What are you talking about?
This makes no sense, and there's no story. But then you start to figure out the story is hidden.
Yeah, especially like
environmental storytelling, like the new Call of Duty.
There it is. Yeah.
Nice. I-55 easy.
Well, especially just because like the. Oh no! Nope. Like because of the influence this game has had, like there's been so much. Oh, no, that's the bonfire. There's just been so much like exploration of the sort of philosophy behind this game. You know, like a lot of people interviewing Miyazaki and him talking about like have you ever seen that quote from him about how he knew just enough English as a child to like try to read English language fantasy novels, but he didn't understand a lot of it.
Oh.
And he actually wanted to like recapture that feeling.
Like fill in the blanks, kind of.
Like recapture that feeling of like absorbing a story but not quite getting all the pieces.
Yeah.
And like having to sort of try to figure it out and interpret what you think things mean.
That's cool.
Yeah, like playing back through this again with that kind of knowledge like makes me respect this thing a whole lot more. Alright, if we don't figure out where to go soon, this is gonna be a short quick look.
I vaguely remember there being a little doorway that goes down around where that big guy is.
The boar type thing?
Yeah,
this
but
dude?
Are those stairs to the right?
I feel like you're right. Which way?
Oh no, never mind. Oh, there.
Oh, yeah, that's
right
totally
under
it. Yep. I remember this now. I think he can maybe follow you in here. All right, goodbye.
He's trying his best.
Nope.
Oh. Don't get baited.
I have got to get a new weapon.
As always, just a, sword.
Yeah, whoa, boy, this is bad. Goodbye.
I never really fucked with magic.
I mean, I'm playing a filthy pyromancer here.
Yeah.
In case I want a little bit of projectile action, which I don't use very often, but this class starts with axes, and that's what I've found so far. This thing has no combo, it's just, this is the light attack, you just keep doing it. So it's kind of shitty, but it's the only other weapon I've found besides the starting weapon. Play a little deeper in. See if we can get to the next bonfire. It's Dark Souls.
Yeah.
If you want to play Dark Souls again, this seems like a very good version of it.
It do. I think I'm gonna end up waiting for that Switch version.
Yeah, like if you're not in already and you don't care that much about the frame rate, having it anywhere might be the way to go.
I want to go play Dark Souls in a park. I want to go play it on a beach. I want to be like somewhere nice and pleasant, so I can just like look up after I die for the 15th time and
offset your misery.
Praise the sun a little bit.
Play Dark Souls in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they've given a date.
Oh man, why is there no Boktai and Dark Souls crossover?
Solar-powered Dark Souls?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they gave a date for the Switch version when they delayed it, so who knows.
I heard somebody say a month, but
that's not so bad.
wrong.
I wonder if the thing is just kind of harder to get up and running, probably, on that thing. Wait, did that just say disasters are gone after defeat of the Gravelord servant? What? I have no idea what that means.
Nope.
I mean, I know who the Gravelord is. I've never gotten that far in this game, but like, did something happen in my world?
That's a great question.
I have no idea what that means.
I remember this guy fucking me up.
Even in 2018, questions about Dark Souls remain.
All right, Brad, you took your shot. Nice.
Fuck this guy.
Just enough stamina to get the job done.
Ooh.
You got a little something on his shoe there.
Alright. Go this way. Yeah, I don't know. I like to tell myself this is the time that I will finish this game. But you can say. I don't know, like, Souls games, just a certain amount of fatigue sets in for me. I don't know about you.
Oh, yeah.
Did you play Bloodborne?
I did. I got a couple bosses in. But that came out right around the time where I wasn't playing a lot of games because I was like I had either just graduated and was working my first real job or something. I remember like wanting to have the time for it. I got a PlayStation 4 just for that and the new Guilty Gear. And that first boss fight in that graveyard took me
I'm trying to think who's the...
days.
Oh, did you do that one first? I always thought it was cool that you can actually do that or the Cleric Beast first in that game.
Oh.
Like, I always thought Cleric Beast was first, but a lot of people do. Well, Father Gascoigne. Oh God.
Yeah. All right.
Sometimes I
That's
feel
a big. Oh, I thought that was a sword. It was a shield.
Sometimes I feel like a lamer for using a shield in this game, but then sometimes you really need it.
Yes.
I still don't have any Estus flasks. I just realized.
Oh yeah. I mean, the best offense is a good defense. And the fun thing about that saying is you can interchange it.
Nope. Shit.
Oh. All right. You think they're gonna do anything with those other games? I know Dark Souls 2 is not the most popular.
They actually they put out 2 on these consoles already. A couple years ago, I think. Maybe
just like as a straight port.
Yeah, it was pretty early in the generation. I mean, it also runs at 60. I mean, I know Dark Souls 2 has its defenders, but it just didn't do a ton for me. I really burned out on that one pretty hard. I mean, technically I've burned out on all of them, but like, I think this is probably the best one for as far in as I've gotten.
Sure.
The world design in this is so much more interesting to me.
Yeah, it's so, it was innovative in its difficulty and its storytelling and stuff like that, but it's got that world design.
Yeah, it's got the Metroid thing,
it's got that Metroid thing, but at a scale.
Yeah.
And even Metroid has like very distinct zones that don't interact at all, but sometimes, like, I remember the first time I found myself back looking down at the kind of first hub world after you go through a little ways past this.
Oh boy.
It just blew my mind. Because I didn't really know much about the game at the time. It was one of those like, hey, check this out. I think you'll like it.
Yeah, definitely when this came out, I was still in my like sneering at the Souls games phase.
Yeah. Most
of us were, except for Vinny. I think Matt Kessler was actually my guide into this whole thing.
This game doesn't have hats.
No. What if it did?
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yeah, they did Demon Souls and then they did this, but then after this, they went right back to that hub world design that Demon Souls had.
Yep.
Like every other game has that format, where you've got your little friendly NPC area that kind of like a hub that spokes off to different areas, whereas this is the only one. I wonder if maybe this was just way more challenging to design such a like intricately connected world.
Yeah, you know, I wonder how long they spent on this versus how long they spent on 2.
Right.
And sure, you can say stuff about the engine and all that, but
and like 3 and Bloodborne, same thing. Like you've got your little place that
oh
boy. And also, like, you can take, like, oh boy, this is, oh, fuck me.
Don't back up too far either.
This is where things get embarrassing.
It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Do what you gotta do.
Playing the Dark Souls.
Try to drink, yeah. I knew it. Fuck you. All right, this game's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can take the, you know, they have the starting gifts when you make your character. Like you can take the master key, and then like get into areas early on that you really should not be in.
Yeah.
Like just like later game areas. Like they just let you kind of break the sequence of this game.
Totally.
In really interesting ways. I kind of want to just call this. I have no health, and this guy is an asshole.
Yeah, but you open that gate now, it's gonna be so easy to get back in there and get those souls.
I guess you're right. Okay, fine. Let's go out with a bang.
Yeah.
I fucking know that somebody is waiting in the wings that I've forgotten about. Oh, man.
All right, just remember, patience.
Ah! Dark Souls.
You died!
Has been remastered. It's $40. This game's still pretty good. Yeah, this game deserved this. Like, it needed to exist in a better state than that kind of ramshackle PC version that they did.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they kind of made like the version that it deserves for posterity.
Yeah, this seems like they did everything I'd like to see.
Yep. Praise the sun.
Praise it.